What's up YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I'm Alex and this is gonna be my first video in YouTube. I hope everything goes well and here we go. I want to start with the reason why I started doing these videos, why I decided to make the first video. And 6 months ago I was kind of struggling with life. I was struggling with my finances, with my relationships. It was a terrible disaster with my relationship. Can you imagine when you actually lost the person that you thought you're gonna marry with? It's fucking difficult. Well, anyways, um, since I went through that process, I realized that those kind of situations is gonna happen to you for one reason and one reason only. And that reason is to take yourself to a different level, to a different process of life, because you're not gonna get stuck in one place. You will always have to keep moving towards your dreams, right? And then I realized from all of a sudden then that why all of these things are happening to me. And then I was like, there might be something behind that terrible pain, and failure and those kind of things, related with. And then I found someone, there's a person, one of my friends, who just told me, hey, if your relationship, if your finances, or if your life is not going into the direction that you want to see, you have to change your life. And I listened to him and I was like, well, what do you do, because I really like your mentality, I really like the way you think. And then he was like, I got this awesome app, which is Audible, like by Amazon, and then you can buy books from this app. And I was like, yeah, I mean, you should share that with me. And then he shared that with me, and then I purchased my first book, which is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. That's a really awesome book. I would like to recommend this book to you guys because this book has been changing my life. I actually have this book with me, Think and Grow Rich. I really love this book, and then I'm so grateful and thankful for this book. And because my friend actually told me to start reading books. There is something like through pain, like through failure, and there's gonna be like a great benefit if you know how to deal with failure. If you know how to deal with failure, you're gonna take yourself to the next level. But remember, in order to move to a different place, you have to pay the price. That is like one of the most difficult things. If you want to be more successful in life, and then if you're in a certain place and if you want to move to a different place, you will have to pay a price. But you won't know the price until you get to the place. 6 months ago I was like not lost but almost lost, and then I felt so terrible because like I say, my finances, my relationship, even my family was not going great, was not going into the direction that I want to see those things going. And then I felt bad, even though I was really I was feeling great with that person, like with my past life. I had to move. I was forced to move because that was the only way for me to grow, to be more successful in life, to try to find more opportunities in life. Because if you close the door and if you can do that, there's gonna be multiple doors opening for you, and then you will have to take advantage of that. Don't be afraid to take new opportunities, new risks. Don't be afraid to close the door and open up a new door, because you're gonna see the great benefits as such a great pleasure into that new door. Like Will Smith say, if you're gonna fail right now, fail great. You actually have to feel good by failing, by making mistakes. And I was thinking into that quote, why he says that, what failure, failure and success. And I was like, if you fail, you're gonna learn something. But then just because you fail doesn't mean that you're gonna learn. You have to have the ability to get the lesson and then get up and then keep moving, because otherwise that failure is gonna get stuck in your mind, and then you're not gonna be able to move on, right? So if you fail, get the lesson and move on. Do you have time to dedicate to yourself, to learn something, to pick up a new book and start learning something? Can you make time to do that? Because as soon as you start doing that, your life is gonna change. I promise you, your life is gonna change, and then you're gonna see those new pleasures in life, right? Those new doors opening for you, I should say. And then you're gonna ask this question to yourself: why this stuff is happening to me? Because you decided to change your mentality, because you decided to change your mindset. And as soon as you start doing that, you're gonna start having more success in life. You know, like Albert Einstein says once, try not to be a man of success, but try to be a man of value. Just start working on yourself right now. Get the first book, buy the first book to your library, and then you're gonna see how the world itself is changing for you. And then you're gonna start seeing more results in your life, and then you're gonna start believing, and then you're gonna start buying more books, reading, working on yourself, because as soon as you start doing this, you're gonna see small changes, and then you're gonna start believing. And then when you start believing is when everything comes. And then you have to be ready to receive everything in abundance. You have to be ready. Like, like I say, 6 months ago, I was like, but what do you mean to receive things in abundance? And I was like, yeah, my friend was like, yeah, you have to believe it. And the book also says that you have to be ready to receive things in abundance. And everything's gonna change, 6 months ago from now, I've been seeing these changes. So that is why I decided to do this video, because I've seen changes. And then if you guys believe me, you're gonna start doing this for your lives as early as you can, and then the world itself is gonna change for you. Well, yeah, this is my first video. If you guys like this video, please hit the like and subscribe, and we're gonna see you next time. See you guys.